I've seen a lot of Cubans for Trump.
That's unfortunately, that comes from the anti-revolution sentiment from Fidel's time. It's
There is a very popular song for Trump.
yeah, there is, yeah. It's unfortunate. A lot of them come here and just turn completely capitalist and support Trump because they think it's the whole idea of the American dream. When they start getting deported, then they'll see the regime that he's putting on now.
And we are going to start with my Cuban people first. Are you happy with your vote? Would you turn around and vote for him again tomorrow? Is he keeping his promises? Do you still feel that your skin is whiter than mine, or you think that you are whiter than me? Whatever do you mean, mouth of the South? Skin color whiter than yours or whiter than you? Yeah, because that's how I have seen for the past 30 years the Cuban people act. Not all of them, but you know who the you are. Where I have seen complete racism to Jamaicans, to Haitians, to Black Americans. And my melanin brothers and sisters from the islands and right here in the United States, tell me I'm wrong. I've had to step in a couple of battles before TikTok and social media even was a fucking thing. So Cubans, how you feeling today? That concert you put on down in Miami singing, vote, vote, vote for Donald Trump. Oh, that's right, I forgot. You got deported. Well, you went and spread misinformation to every other Cuban person living in Miami and South Florida. But you got deported. And my Venezuelan people, the ones who voted for Donald Trump, how do you feel now? Especially if you're one of the 350,000 people who just got their status revoked. Oh, you didn't hear about that? The Supreme Court gave the green light for you guys to all go bye-bye. Just when the Latin community is supposed to stick together. And I know I look like a crazy fucking white lady. But that Latin DNA runs in my roots and my genes too. I just look like a crazy white lady. How you feeling now? Would you vote for him again tomorrow? Are you proud? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You can't tell me because you got deported. So, to all my Latin people, I would really suggest you wake the fuck up. And you see things right now for what the fuck it is. This is history repeating itself. I told you, education is key. Knowledge is power. Stop making the same mistakes again and again and again. Wake up before it's too late. For some of y'all, it already is. You enjoy the rest of your Sunday now. You hear?
Now let's talk about the most amazing, the most beautiful, but with a sad ending love between the Cubans for Trump and DT. Now these very people, man, they love Trump so much. The Cubans for Trump, they love Trump so much. Let me tell you, these very people, man, they went ahead and voted for Trump. We all know that, okay? But right now, as we speak, Trump is deporting them one by one. We also know that. But right now, their own brothers, their own sisters, Cubans, now they are roasting them, asking them why. Why have you caused this to our community? Why have you brought this tragedy to our community? Why have you caused problems? Why have you brought all this to us? Right now, they have no mercy to them. Right now, they are complaining. They are asking the Cubans for Trump, why have you done this to us? Why you made our life miserable? Why you made our dreams disappear? Yes, all Cubans, they come for American dream. Yes, they love America so much and they want to be like Americans, but they will not be like them. That's what DT have showed them. DT have showed you that you're not gonna be like them. You're not gonna be like Americans. You guys, you are Cubans. You are Latinos. but you betrayed your fellow Latinos and you betrayed your own Cubans. And right now, they are losing you guys. Cuban for Trump.
Did you know that Cuban deportees, especially the ones that are political dissidents and the ones seeking asylum in the U.S., face a significant risk of torture when they come back to Cuba? So when we ask ourselves, when will Latinos for Trump open their eyes, specifically the Cuban ones? The answer is they never will. And there's no better example than the Cuban for Trump than El Funky. He's a Cuban rapper that's currently facing deportation and possible imprisonment in Cuba since his music helped fuel anti-government protests in Cuba. Someone that's been really silent about this case is self-hating Marco Rubio, a Cuban himself. It's a perfect illustration of how much Marco Rubio has changed up during the Trump presidency. Even just a year ago, I'm sure Marco Rubio would have been the loudest person about this case. It's also a crazy example of how much Trump has changed up about Cuban immigration policies. For decades, the U.S. has rolled out the red carpet for Cubans, despite Trump refusing to help these Cubans who have overwhelmingly voted for him. They are still very much pro-Trump, including the rapper El Funky. Talk about f***ing around and never finding out.
I don't ever want to hear that Trump isn't racist, because what's happening right now is 1000% about color. He's targeting innocent Latinos and deporting them, tearing families apart, even deporting Americans. He's deported American children with cancer without their medical supplies. On top of that, he's deporting people that are actually in the legal process of becoming Americans. Meanwhile, on Monday, he is welcoming white, keyword white, South Africans into America. He's providing them housing, prepaid phones, weather-appropriate clothing, groceries, house furnishings, all while also saying that Latinos are draining the economy. Are you, like, be so fucking for real. Be so fucking for real, because these are the same Latinos that work multiple jobs. When have you seen a Latino immigrant begging on the street? Oh, wait. Latino immigrants work multiple jobs, don't even qualify for the benefits that he falsely claims that they are abusing. Babe, they can't even get these benefits. They will sell you flowers, wash your car, wash your house, wash the dishes. They do everything. They don't qualify for these benefits. You think if they qualified for these benefits that they would have all these multiple jobs, babe? Oh my God, like, at this point, I just don't want to hear it. I feel like there's so many people that I know personally that have been gaslighting me, constantly saying, oh, Trump he's not racist, he loves Latinos. Then make it make sense. Make it make sense. And then the ACLU has already reported there has been so many U.S. citizens that have been arrested and detained because they have been racially profiled. Yeah, for the color of their skin and for speaking Spanish. So please, I don't want to fucking hear it. It is about race. It is about color. If you're black and brown in America, you are targeted. And right now they're trying to get rid of habeas corpus, which is going to eliminate your right to resist arrest. So, yeah. For all the Latinos that voted for Trump, babe, it's you or me next at the end of the day. Like, this is about color. This is about preserving whiteness. This has always been that. And, you know, I don't think that we are at a point to, like, blame the Latinos that voted for Trump anymore. I think it's just wake up. Like, there's literally nothing that he's doing that's going to benefit you. Nothing. And I don't think that you need to wait for it to, like, personally affect you for you to wake up. I really beg and implore you to do your own research and just wake up. This isn't right. This is so sad.
Now, a segment of Cuban American community has been a notable and often vocal base of support of DT. We all know that. However, shifts in the U.S. immigration policy, some enacted during and continue or expanded by his administration have paradoxically placed some of these very supporters at risk of deportation. I'm talking about the Cubans for Trump and the Cuban in general, because these Cuban for Trump have caused tragedy to Cubans, to Latinos, to other Latinos. That's why other Latinos are angry. That's why, other types of Latinos, they're angry for these Latinos who caused problems, who brought, problems to them. Okay, the situation has elicited a range of reactions from anxiety and the feelings of betrayal within the Cuban community. Yes, because right now, the Cubans, they think those Trump-loving Cubans, they betrayed them. They hate them. Right now, there is anxiety. There is no trust between the community. I've seen a comment. Someone commented on the recent video we did. You can go back and watch that video. Someone commented and say, does the Cuban or Latinos in general have community? Do you guys have community, or you just survive one by one? That's a question. If you're Latinos, just please answer me in the comment section. Tell me, do you guys have community? Do you guys work together in a community? Let me tell you, Cubans, you wanted to be Americans, okay? You don't want to be Cubans. You don't want to look like Latinos, okay? That's the truth. That's what we've seen. You guys, you wanted to be more, like them. I don't want to mention that word, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. You guys, you don't want to be like them. And the guy showed you that you're not among them. To the extent where he went and bring people from down there, South Africa. They call themselves Afrikaners. They are white South Africans. And he brought them to the United States. And they have more privilege than you guys. You've been on the land for more years. And right now, you caused problems to own community, and you caused also problem to the larger community of Latinos and other immigrants, which are now they are facing deportation. So you are not favorite right now. Remember, you were favorite in the era of campaigns. You were the favorite. You have the popular song. You guys, you had the red hats on. Your cars were branded MAGA. Now, right now, you know the favorite because you already gave the guy what he wanted. You already gave the guy, the chance. You already gave the guy the chair. I actually love to use that word. You already gave him the chair. Now, we are not in even 1 year. There's no 1 year. Even half a year. We are more than 100 days of the guy in the office. But right now, you guys, you are facing the tragedy that have never happened in your community. So let me ask you, do you guys have a community? Do you really love your community? Because let me tell you, in a country like this, it's better you have community. Because when you fight in a community, you win. But if you fight alone, you lose. There is this saying that I can say in my own words that, when you are with many people, with other people, with the community, you can reach far. But if you go alone, you can get many distractions. So that's why I'm asking Latinos and Cubans specifically, do you guys have the community? Are you guys believing in community? Because you shouldn't have voted against your community's interest. So, do you guys have a community? So, because whatever you did, man, it have, affected you badly. Some of you may not agree. I know. You may say we still support him. We don't want immigration. And you guys, you are immigrants. But there is another point. If you love yourself, you cannot vote against your own interest. But also you don't love your community. You don't love your fellow people that coming from your own country. You don't love them. That's the sign that shows that you guys, you don't have a community. You don't love each other. Because if you love and support each other, you guys, you have the same story. The story of American dream. You really want to reach in that dream. Yes, you may call it fake, you may call it whatever, but I believe maybe some of you have reached on that dream. And maybe some you are still dreaming because you have right to dream. It's okay, you can dream. I'm not here to comment about the dreams, okay? I'm here to ask the Cubans for Trump. Because right now the Cubans, they are asking the Cubans for Trump what they have done to them, what they have caused. Because you guys, you caused big troubles to the people. Now tell me, do you guys love each other? That's the question. You can answer me in the comment section, or you cannot, but you can also ask yourself, as Latinos in general, the betrayal came between DT and the Cuban for Trump, because Cuban for Trump, they don't expect to see what's happening right now. We've seen recently a rapper who is about to be deported. That rapper, man, he supported DT. So it's a betrayal. The love you have now have been turned against you. Yes, you had loved the guy, and now the guy doesn't even care about you. He doesn't even know you. I already say that he doesn't know you, because if he knows you, he may care about you guys, but he doesn't know you. And mostly you're the one affected with the actions you did. Yes, you betray others, and those you trust, they also betray you. Yeah. Yes. Your status have been sealed with a guy, but you've never given a chance because of hate. Because, you say, no, that black woman. No, we cannot give her a chance because she's a black woman. Maybe she should have been the one to protect you guys. Imagine. Maybe some of you are still thinking, if we should have given chance to that woman, she should have done something good for us. That's what you're asking yourself. Maybe that black woman should have done something better to us. So you guys, the 4 years is not gonna change anything. It's not gonna change. You guys, you're gonna face your worst nightmare. Some of you have also even started, because I know you cannot make it in your country. You cannot make it in Cuba. That's why you come to the United States. You support your families there in Cuba because you work in the US. You support your country because you work in the US. Right now, if they deport you back, how are you going to do it? Because I know it's also hard there. So it's very hard to other people to understand the point of view of the Cubans, the point of view of Latinos in general. Because you guys, you should have knew yourself. You knew your heart. You knew what you passed through. You knew what has been going on in your life, in your communities, your history. Because right now, your grandfathers are shedding tears because of what you did. They are shedding tears because they fought for you guys, but you didn't fight back for other people. But what you brought on the table is the hate between you guys. And between other communities, between the blacks, between the other communities. That's what you brought. Because you say, we cannot give a chance to that black woman. Never. Never. That's what you said. And right now, it came to you. That's karma. Yes, it came to you. You are affected. Your communities are affected. So let the Cubans who didn't vote roast you guys because they're angry. They are angry. Let the Latinos who didn't have anything to do with this roast you, the fellow Latinos, for Trump, because what you did, man, it have never happened anywhere. You guys, you should love yourself, love your community, because in a community, that's where you're gonna fight together and you're gonna win. But if you want to fight alone, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. Right now, you've lost. you've lost already. You're losing that dream. You're losing that chance. You're losing everything. Everything. Man, it's a very sad. I don't know. Okay. I may be sad for those people who don't have anything to do with this. I'm very touched. But people, man, who did this? I don't know what to do for you guys. Because you caused pain to people. The world is not easy. Many people are suffering. Things are going crazy. Prices are rising up. But at least the chance people got. Imagine someone who've been here working for 20 years, getting deported. For me to make me sad if I come to this reality. All right, if you're Latino watching this video, tell me what you think about your fellow Latinos for Trump. And if you're Latino for Trump, also tell me, what is your point of view? Why you did this? You know, I know there will be effects. It's a point of correction. It's a point of correcting ourselves and putting ourselves on the good line. But tell me what is your point of view? Why? Because even if you tell anyone your story, he or she will not have sympathy for you guys. Because, you listen, even God, the God you believe, tells us to love ourselves as we love others. So love yourself as you love others. But if you don't love yourself, are you going to love others? No way. That's what happened to you guys. Tell me in the comment section what do you think about this video. What do you think about the community of Latinos? What do you think about Cubans for Trump? All right, I am Fikazo. Let's meet in the next one.